Halló, 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 sziasztok! Kellemes szép délutánt mindenkinek. Igen. Itt vagyunk. Műsorváltozás van, mert közben jöttek olyan dolgok, amiket nem vettünk észre, legalábbis én. Programváltozások a srácoknál, plusz nekem úgy döntött a játék, hogy nem akar elindulni, stb. Úgyhogy arra a döntésre jutottam, hogy akkor szólóban tolom a mai napot is, srácok, aminek az lett a vége, hogy Vampír. Úgyhogy a hatalmas dilemmát folytatván eldöntjük, hogy Igyak, vagy Gyógyitsak. Kiválasszuk. És folytatás. És bang! Na. Tehát itt hagytuk abba, srácok, legutoljára, hogy bekerültünk a kórházba, mint éjszakás orvos, mert ugye az a végzettségünk, hogy orvosok vagyunk. Fel-upgrade-eltünk pár dolgot, mind fegyver, mind képesség, úgyhogy már egész jól állunk. Úgyhogy most mennünk kell és beszéljünk Edgard Svenssonnal. Svensson bácsival. Keressük meg Svenssont. Hello, Svensson. Where are you? Keressük meg Svensson bácsit.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Come in, azt mondja, come in.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Sem foga.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Igen, vehetjük mennyei ajándéknak, hogy egy vérspecialista lett vámpír. Hát... Na. Élő paradoxon.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Edgard.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Így van.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her.
Okay.
Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Jó, akkor nézzünk utána. Nem kell túl messzire mennünk, úgy látom. Hello?
I cannot enter.
Másik irányból tudunk kimenni. Ott ki tudunk? Ja, megkerültem a szobát. De úristen. Megvan. Hát egy kicsit kerülőt tettünk, de annyi baj legyen. Van a hölgy.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Hát az... Nem úgy néz ki az a fiatal ember.
Get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
No.
My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
No, mi az?
Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Segítsünk neki,
Dr.
mert
Swansea has commissioned me to be
mi
your
kérdéseinket
agent
csak
in
ő
this
tudja
matter.
megválaszolni
You
egyelőre.
could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose.
No.
Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that
igen.
was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion,
Kinyírjuk őket.
but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé.
Na, az
I'll
mondjuk jó
answer
dolog,
all
ha tartozik
questions in
nekünk.
regards of your condition.
Oh, yes. Ez két jó dolog. Tartozni fog nekünk, plusz használhatjuk a képességeinket, és gyakorolhatjuk azok használatát.
The pain.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Beszéljünk a...
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Aha.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
On every street corner.
Odein. Na, az mondjuk jó cucc. Hol van az a nővér, akivel beszélnünk kell? Tudjátok, hogy van ez, srácok?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oké.
Goodbye, Milton.
Vele csak véletlenül beszéltünk, de annyira nem baj, hogy beszéltünk vele.
Safer than anywhere else in the East End.
Nővéreket kell megtaláljuk.
At least that mistress of the dark has stopped
Nem
following
ő
me.
lesz. Vagy igen? Nem ő lesz az egyik nővér, kivel
Good
beszélnünk
evening,
kell.
nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is
Igen, ezt
convinced
tudjuk.
it is the future.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Hát kaptunk egy bugot, srácok, az a kis piros kör az ott nem fog eltűnni egy darabig. Na? Nem? Ja, megoldjuk valahogy így ide. Felrakjuk. Meg kell találjuk a nővért. Van ott egy... Aha, és egy van valahol.
I'm in pain. I need my medication.
De miért csak az egyiket mutatja? Hol a másik nővér? Itt kell lennie akkor a nővérnek. Ah. Hello.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
Így
And
van.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Igen.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Érdekes.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses
Próbáljuk
during
még
her
egyszer
shift?
hát.
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Jó.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Viszont Dorothy kint lesz az épületen kívül.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Erigy már odébb. Ez a piros kör, srácok, nagyon bosszant. Hogy az mi lehetett, azt nem tudom.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read
Érdekes.
well, but thank you, I guess.
Érdekes, miket üzletelget a nővérke. Na menjünk, nézzünk utána, mi a helyzet itt. Loot az van, mondjuk. Ami elég pozitívum, csak full a hangokat is lehet hallani.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Is hallottátok? Érdekes. 8-as szintűek. Igen, azért most már érződik, hogy keményebb a pengénk. Nagyobb a sebzésünk is. Ott még itt egy. Te kis köcsög. Igen, azért nem mindegy, hogy 3 vágásból ölünk meg valakit, vagy 8-10 vágásból. Jól állunk a cuccokkal, úgyhogy nem eszünk patkányt. Enyhe regenerációs szérum. Ó, de jó. Na már is megérte ide lejönni. Pusztulj, 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 pusztulj! Hey, hey! Hey, már innen már nem látok. Baba volt. Na beszéljünk csak vele.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Hey.
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Na menjünk tovább. Jó, hogy így megcsillannak a tárgyak. Könnyebb őket észrevenni. Elvileg erre kéne mennünk. Itt is van. Ez nem tetszik. Mi a franc ez? Oh. Csúnya fiú. Elég kemény. Au! Francba. Ouch. Gyerünk, 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 gyerünk. Rohadt sok élete van. Jó volt a dodge. Igen, ilyenkor szokott visszatámadni, úgyhogy ilyenkor muszáj vagyok egy dodge-ot. Hopp, az még éppen elért. Hoppá, 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 hoppá. Nem. Gyere onnan, gyere onnan, gyere onnan. Megint. Harapgáljunk, harapgáljunk. Jó. Az éppen hogy? Nem akar dodge-olni. Hiába nyomtam a dodge-ot, hogy... Fenébe? Ez érdekes lesz. Hopi, köszönöm a hostot. Na? Ez a baj, jön onnan.
What sort of creature is this?
Oh. Oh. Gyere, ez az. Hoppá. Nem. Most nagyon nem érzem ezt a... Gyerünk, megint. De miért megy vissza a HP-ja? Na, mindegy. Nem tetszik. Erretok? Nem. Van 3 shotgun lőszerünk. Nem. De... Miért nem dodge-oltál el? És megint ott maradt az a hülye karika. Kiválasszuk először a fegyvereket, és csak utána megyünk le. Megnézzük úgy. De működnie kellene, srácok. Értem. Nem értem. Jó, most... Hey, ne! Oké. Na hát, próbáljuk megint. Meg kell lennie, tehát olyan nincs, hogy nem.
What sort of creature is
De miért nem rálősz, bazd meg? Mi a franc? Hát ez... Ez kb. Semmit nem ér. Nem már! De hogy a francba? És nem hiszem el, tehát komolyan. Nem akar összejönni a dolog. Nem jó, a lövőfegyverek annyira keveset sebeznek, pedig fel vannak upgrade-elve. Jóval többet kéne sebezzenek. Na. Megpróbáljuk így. Bocsánat, rossz gomb. És... ...58-as a károkozás, ennek 110-es. Megpróbáljuk. Hát ha. Hey, de miért... Ja, ide nem ezt akartam. Aha. Szóval nem... Jó. Igen, mert hogy ez kétkezes. Frankó?
What sort of creature is this?
Kicsit baszóbb ez a kétkezes. Igen, ide muszáj leszünk ezt alkalmazni. Hoppá. Kicsit kifolyott a staminánk. Igen, kicsit több staminát eszik, mint a... Nem igazán sebződik ez a vérfarkas. Hopp. Töltsünk vissza a staminából. De szerencsére nem healelődik. Hé, gyere onnan! Menj már onnan, bazd meg! Nagyon keveset sebzünk. Igen, ez így baj. Nagyon hamar elfáradunk. Megint, gyerünk. Most jobban állunk, mint az előbb, ez tény. Kicsit a staminát töltsük vissza. Áú. Most nem tudom, hogy ért el minket. Hogy a... Ez az. Aztán egyből benyomjuk a karmot. Hopp, 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 hopp. Még pont elért minket. Hoppá! Ez nem jött ki jól. De nem már! A retekbe kap el! Jó. Gyere onnan, gyere onnan, gyere onnan!
Here's what's left of him.
Oh.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Úristen. Érdekes.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Jó, ez a bunkós bot, csak meg kell ezt erősítenünk, hogy ne vegyen el ennyi staminát. Hát így nagyon gáz, hogy ilyen hamar elfáradunk. Kicsit upgrade-elnünk kell lesz. Így van, tehát fejleszteni fogjuk most ezt a botot. Ez jó ez a bot, mert nagyon nagy a sebzése. Csak azon kell egy kicsit módosítanunk, hogy ne vegyen el ennyi staminát tőlünk ilyen hamar. Tehát 2-3 ütés is végünk van.
Stupid beast!
What? Kétszer megvágott és haltam? Oké. Erre nem számítottam. Arra nem számítottam, hogy így instant 2 vágástól meghalunk. Jó. Nem volt nála semmi. Hoppá. Egy meg lesz. Halljál meg! Oké. Megvan. Jó, ő kapta, de csúnyán. Hogy az anyádat? És most meghalsz. Na, volt ezeknél minden. De megvan. Jó, messzire kell mennünk. Annyira nem örülök, mert megint vannak ketten. Jó. Jó, mert ezekkel tudunk szedni staminát. Így és most. Ikpak. Még egy kis stamina. És bum. Oké. Ezt is add ide. Ez így jónak tűnik egyenlőre. Ez a taktika. Ugye elég magas szintű, úgyhogy kicsit megharapgáljuk. És most. Együnk, mert kapta. Micsoda? Ó, egy rejtekhely, de jó. Na, itt tudunk upgrade-elni. Nagyon jó. Abból van 5, úgyhogy... elég sok hozzávalót össze tudtunk szedni. Nagyon jó, ebből is van most már. Nézzük a fegyvereket. Igen, őt kellene. Nincs elég cuccunk. Fegyvereket nem tudunk, azokat sem tudunk, úgy látom. Még ez a bunkós bot, ez nagyon jó lenne. Nézzük már meg, nem tudjuk. Na mindegy. Hát... jó lett volna, ha legalább egy fegyvert tudunk upgrade-elni egy kicsit. Jó, ez itt egy zsákutca, úgyhogy innen ki kell mennünk. Az, hogy ez a piros kör miért nem akar eltűnni, az nagyon jó kérdés. Hoppá. Oda nem megyünk be.
It's locked.
Nem már.
It's locked, all right.
Pedig arra kellene mennünk. Ez elég nagy baj. Nem tudunk elmenni sehogy sem. Jó, visszamegyünk a kórházhoz. Nem akarok azokkal megküzdeni, mert az túl sokan vannak. Visszamegyünk a kórházhoz, lepihenünk, a pontokból meg kicsit fejlesztjük a képességeinket. De jó, hogy ti már megint itt vagytok. Na gyere akkor! Nagyon jó, fiú, ez az. Együnk. Hoppá. Én még azt hittem el tudom kapni. Jó, oké, jó fele megyünk. Hát itt lootolni nem nagyon tudunk. Bemegyünk a kórházba. Hát az 1700 XP-t azt elköltjük a képességeinkre. Nem volt, mint hogyha megcsillant volna valami, nem baj. Nagyon jó. Kis... Ez az? Hey. Nézzük, csak most tudunk esetleg valamint fejleszteni? Még mindig nem. De a képességeinken viszont igen. Oké. Lehet megérni. Legyen még egy. Így. És... Nagyon jó. Orvosi táska nem. Nincs 600-unk. Ez kissé baj. Ezer 3 kell hozzá. Kicsit emeljük a szintet. Jó, így marad. Egyelőre így marad. Igen. Főkerületek eseményei: minél több életet veszel el, annál több beteg lesz a kerületben. Jó. A kerület egészségi állapota a kritikus szint alá esik, akkor ki fog törni a káosz. Jó. Na most már mehetünk. Egy picit jobban állunk a képességügyileg, és 9-es szintűek lettünk, az már azért jobb. Staminánk is nagyobb lett, hosszabb lett a csík, plusz az életünk is nagyon jó. Nagyon-nagyon jó. És akkor nézzük csak hova megyünk. Jó, menjünk át a hídon. Igen, és itt jobbra. Nincs olyan túl közel, de még nem lesz gebasz. Csak az a baj, hogy akik megtámadnak, azokkal nem tudom mit kell tennünk, tehát hogy most mindenkit nem hagyhatunk futni, mert túl sokan lesznek ellenünk. Aha. Tizen 8-as szintű? Ez eléggé baj. Lucskos csizmájú legények jegyzete. Az igen. Kettes szintű. Hey! Mensz a picsába? Kapják. Az a baj, hogy látjátok, ők ugye megtámadnak engem, tehát nem tudok mit csinálni. Mégsem mondhatom azt, hogy nem kapják. Igen, jó ez a bunkós bot, csak lassú. Jó, innen ki is mehetünk vissza. Loot az van legalább. Nem túl sok, de van. Aha. Képesség kombó. Az baj. Azt írja, hogy veszélyes. úgy azért nem örülök. Kapják. Szerencsére nem túl erősek, de hopp, és haltak is. Oké. Nézzük csak, ki van itt. Te kieratek vagy.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Ennyi. Segítőkészek vagyunk, mint állat. Jó, itt elég sok minden a cucc. És sok minden cucc van, úgyhogy... Ha minden jól megy, akkor a lootolásból össze tudunk hozni egy kis fejlesztést. Remélhetőleg. De ez majd mindjárt kiderül. Aha. Tetszik a hely. Jó, itt ki tudunk elvileg menni. Így van. Nyitni. Uh-oh. Nem nagyon örülök. Nem fogjuk tudni őket kikerülni. Vagy igen? Oh yes! Ne, az úgy nem lesz jó. Úgy nagyon nem lesz jó. Jó, hogy nekünk ide kell jönni, nagyon jó. A piros francba. Direkt nem akartam most őket bántani, kíváncsi voltam, hogy így... Túl sokan lesznek. milyen kis... Hogy az anyádat? Ó, baszkis, elbasztam. Most. Jó, most meg lesz. Basszus. Elég sok cuccunkat elvesztegettük így, de... Na nézzük.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Jó, itt van egy... Hol van? Ez lenne az. Aha. Ez kell nekünk most? Egy búvóhely. Megnézzük, hogy ha le tudunk itt pihenni, akkor megpróbáljuk az XP-ket beaktiválni. Ez baj. Hulla. Elég nagy mészárlás történt itt. Nagy doboz pirula, hú, az jó. Lootban nincs hiány, az tény. Na, nézzük, mennyi XP-nk van. Hát, ez még nagyon kevés, de a fegyver upgrade még összejöhet. Ez kevés. Igen, ez már jobb lenne, 2-es szintű. Mindegy, akkor egyenlőre hagyjuk. És... meglátjuk.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Nem sok pénzünk van. Ópium. Mondjuk jó, ha van. Nagyon nem akarok eladni úgy semmit. Ezeket eladhatjuk. Gyűrű. Adjuk el most. Tudunk nála még esetleg venni egy-két dolgot, ami nekünk kellhet. Az viszont... vegyünk még egy ilyet. Odein is kell. Ópium is kell. Jaj, ezt nem. Jó, egyelőre elég ennyi. Fejlesztésekhez kellenek a cuccok, úgyhogy azért vásároltam nála.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Hey. Próbáljuk meg megint.
There's nobody here. It's
Nem ez
locked.
zárva. Hey.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Na nézzük.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Right then. Show me what you have.
No. Na ez viszont biztos, hogy kell, és nincs rá pénzünk. Most már van egyre. Jó. Kell a fegyverfejlesztéshez az a kis cucc.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling, but I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Very good. A végén kiderül, hogy ez szent ez a nő.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Sejtettem.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Hallod, itt van a pap mögött.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Érdekes.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Na jó, Isten, most mire? Van a furcsaságot, mindegy. Vissza. Itt kell lenni valahol a postaládának. Itt van.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Na nézzük, elvileg erre tudunk menni. Nem, itt nem enged föl. Itt meg nem fog beengedni.
It's locked, all right.
Érdekes. Nézzük meg ebből az irányból. Aha, lehet, hogy innen meg tudjuk kerülni az épületet. Szma. Jó, akkor körbe kell menjünk teljesen. Még tovább. Na itt már be tudunk menni. Ez már jó. Ajaj. Van egy élő. Élő. Mennünk kell. Ajajajajajajajajaj. Mész a francba. Nagyon jó. Jó, még már megvan. Nagyon jó. Szűkösen, de meg lett.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
Na, ez tök jó. Egy pillanat, csece. Itt vagyok. Itt vagyok. Na. Egy pillanat. Nem tudom. Aha. Na. Legyen így. Jó. Hát minket ő
What can you
érdekel.
tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Érdekes.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But sorry, no, never heard of her.
Kösz a semmit.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Elvélem, most már itt is tudunk majd közlekedni. Így van. Nagyon jó. Nagyon jó. Csaj.
Peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe.
You again? What do you want this time?
Nem vele akartam beszélni, hanem a másikkal. Vele.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Jó.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are.
Uh-huh.
You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Okay. Nem nagyon foglalkozott vele, hogy kifosztottuk. Tudunk neki segíteni? Nem engedi a játék. De most van nálunk gyógyszer, tehát tudnánk segíteni. De ha a játék nem engedi, akkor nem engedi.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort, liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Basszus.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Érdekes.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go.
No.
Yes. All gone.
Hát meg lett. Mondjuk úgy, hogy meg lett a küldetés. Mi a franc? És anyára. Rohadjál meg reggelre. Csak láttam volna bármit is. Jó, most már tudunk itt is, még ki tudunk itt is menni. Menjünk a ladyhez. A ladyhez menjünk. Jó.
As long as you have the money.
Így mondjuk el neki, hogy sikerült. Jó, elég hosszú ez a táv. Most erre kellene menjünk.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Ennek annyira az... Au! Nem örülök.
That's what you do with leeches. Run the leech, boys! Die, vermin!
Legalább ha már egyet kivégeznénk, az már jó lenne. Jó, kapja. Jó, kell egy kis craft. Kell a craft, kell a craft. Hopp. Hoppá. Jó. Jó, eléggé kapta. Kell a stamina. A két kis segédet kéne elintézni. Baj. Jó, mert ilyenkor nem tudnak támadni. Jó, egy megvan. Hopp. Ennem kell gyorsan. Hoppá, ez nem jött jól. Baj, megvan. Nagyon jó. Hoppá. Mindjárt megvan a nagyobbik darab. Jó, megvan a nagyobbik darab. Oké, ez így. Nagyon jó. Jó, már csak a segéd van. Lootot adhatnátok. Valahogy nem bánnám. Éppen hogy. Az, hogy szinte majdnem mindent elhasználtam, amink volt. De viszont XP-ből most nagyon jól állunk, hogy tudom majd kicsit fejleszteni, meg megint húzni a szintünket. Jó, nem jó irány. Elnéztem. Így. Igen, arra kellett volna menjek. Ez a dodge-olás, ez így most ilyen kicsit segít elgyorsítani a dolgokat. Visszajöttünk. Amit biztos, hogy be fogunk aktiválni, a vérláncsa. 2400-unk van, úgyhogy mindenképpen. Nagyon jó. Ennek nem látom értelmét, de viszont 2000, az nagyon sok. Nagyon sok. is egy 1000-esbe kerül. Tombolás. Ezt berakjuk, mert ilyenkor, amikor többen vannak rajtunk, eléggé fontos lenne. Szus. 600, az nem fog beleférni most. Ez is már 600. Na, de viszont ebből tudunk egyet. Legyen nálunk több. Jó. Mentés. Nagyon jó. Most megnézzük, hogy a... Wow! Eltűnések, igen. Jó, most már azért eléggé tisztában vagyunk a régiókkal. Jó lesz. Én próbálni. Használt szöges drót, nem már. Ez... Aha. El tudnánk húzni 3-as szintre. Á, de jó lenne. Az nagyon-nagyon jó lenne. Kopott dorong. Állóképességi 40-et vesz el. Az rengeteg. Az nagyon-nagyon sok. ...65 a károkozás, ennek 58. Színűleg. Aha. Új. Igen, csak ugye ennek 121-es a károkozása. Szus kulcs. Kis 90, hát jó, maradunk a potnál egyelőre. Jó. Na. Az ajtó. Menjünk.
Not now.
Hol lent kell? Na, megnézzük lent. Hol van? Mindig itt van? Még itt van. És...
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Igen, ez egy jó kérdés.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter, his cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, Your Ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Érdekes.
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Készítőm.
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Az érdekes.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Aha, na ezt jó tudni.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Oké. Na, hány éves?
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Amelyik ezt jól nem tudni, miért mentett meg minket.
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter skull?
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
Here's a
What
skull.
type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Az igen.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
I bid you farewell.
Király.
For now, my lady.
Ó, legalább ezeket is megtudtuk.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Menjünk elemezzük a vért.
If only there were more of us. Less.
De már nem is fogjuk elemezni, srácok. Felmegyünk a szobánkba. És jövő héten folytatjuk a vérelemzéssel. Arra gondoltam. Hoppá. Vastarra. Az is kell nekünk. Jó. Jó, elemezzük le, és akkor legalább...
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Megmondom őszintén, azt kétlem, hogy a spanyol nátha az egyszerre terjed magával a vírussal, de ki tudja. Ez majd még a jövő zenéje lesz, srácok, kiderül a folytatásban. Köszönöm szépen, srácok, hogy itt voltatok. Holnap nem találkozunk, leghamarabb majd hétfőn találkozunk, addig is jók legyetek, további jó hétvégét, jó időtöltést, én Ghostmancs voltam, sziasztok!